Hi, I'm Reverend Tom Kearns, and welcome to 333 Magic 9, where the tarot cards and the astrology stars come together to help you. There's a lot of exciting energy coming at you this month, and here's how you can use it to improve your life. I hope you will like this video and also press the little bell for notifications when my new videos come out. The tarot cards that will be used this month correspond with the astrology. They are the Five of Cups, which represents loss and lack of vision; the Queen of Swords, which represents intellect and good judgment; the Fool, which represents the beginning of the journey; and the Hangman, which represents a change of perspective. Virgo, the tarot card for the first week of the month is the Five of Cups. It shows a despondent man looking at the ground. 3 cups of wine are spilled before him. He does not see the 2 full ones behind him or the bridge leading to the castle in the distance. It suggests despair has overcome hope. This has afflicted the man with blindness to the future, which could bring joy and comfort into his life. Now, this card suggests we need to reassess what we are experiencing and overcome any sense of hopelessness. Now, as we look into the astrology, in a general sense, the month begins with Venus, Mars, and Pluto conjunct in Capricorn, and they may expose secrets, instigate violence, or put leaders in danger. The inner circle is the chart of the United States of America. The outer circle shows the transits for March 3rd, 2022. In the inner circle, you can see that Pluto in the United States chart was at 27 degrees in the sign of Capricorn. On the 3rd, Pluto will be at that degree, Mars will be at that degree, and Venus will be applying to that degree. So that puts a lot of energy on top of Pluto. Pluto represents Hades, the god of the underworld. And so this represents that can be a lot of unusual, deep psychic cleansing that needs to be done. So anyone who has been abusing power will have to be very careful. Mars also is the planet of war, the god of war. And so we've been hearing a lot about war with Russia and the Ukraine. So that's in the news. And speaking of the news, Neptune by transit is in exact opposition to Neptune in the United States chart. And so this is why there's a lot of disinformation in the media, and it is not serving the people very well. Neptune also represents socialism. The Communist Manifesto was written under the power of Neptune. And at the same time, Mars in the United States chart is squaring Neptune in the transiting chart. So we have an awful lot of very challenging energy that is in the world and coming to a climax point where a lot of energy is focused, and again, it's in challenging ways. But it also represents a possibility of death and rebirth. And again, that's a very important issue, especially when Pluto is involved with Pluto. That is the first transit. This is the first time that this transit has occurred in the history of the United States of America. Now, Virgo, this energy and these 3 planets are in your 5th house. So for you personally, this could bring changes in the area of romance, creativity, and the way you pursue pleasure. So make sure you use your common sense. Now, Mercury and Saturn and the Moon together in your 6th house can bring new responsibilities in work, so be efficient. And the Sun, Jupiter, and Neptune in Pisces and your seventh house ask you to share your deepest feelings with your partners. And intimacy can be exciting, so give it a shot. As we move into the second week, the tarot card for the second week of the month is the Queen of Swords. It shows a queen seated on a substantial throne. She's holding a sword in one hand. She appears to be gesturing to her subjects with the other. A bird flies above her in the sky. This suggests she is in command, especially in anything that deals with knowledge and perception. She is very capable and will not accept any type of false information or manipulation. Now, as we look into the astrology, the second week begins with Venus and Mars moving up into your sixth house in the sign Aquarius. Now, this is a positive aspect that energizes your work and daily routine. It can bring opportunities through new habit patterns and hard work and intellectual work. So be willing to take on more responsibility, but there's also a little bit of a hint of romance in the air. Now, the moon will trine Pluto from the top of your chart to the fifth house, increasing your pursuit of pleasure. Now, there may be opportunities to increase your creative output, so be open to new ideas, especially up in the career area. And this may also be an opportunity for a breakthrough in the romantic department. Woo! The tarot card for the third week of the month is the Fool. It shows a young man who's beginning a journey. He is traveling with a staff over his shoulder that contains everything that he needs. He is holding a white rose in his other hand. Next to him is a small dog who's accompanying him on his journey. Since he's not looking where he is going, there may be some challenges ahead that he is not prepared for, but he travels on with faith and hope for the future. His small dog represents the instincts that will guide him. Now, as we look into the astrology, the third week highlights a major focus of energy in your seventh house with Mercury, Jupiter, Neptune, and the Sun, all in the highly sensitive and psychic sign Pisces. Now, this is a great time for you to deepen your connection spiritually in relationships. Your intuition can help you when dealing with the public, and you may connect with people on a deeper psychic level. You may find that you know what people need spiritually and emotionally. So helping them visualize your understanding of the process of spiritual and psychic growth can help them develop their own psychic potential, and they will respect you for that. The tarot card for the last week of the month is the Hanged Man. Now, this card shows a man hanging upside down from a cross or a tree. He is looking off into the distance. This suggests a need to view the world from a different perspective. You may have been following a path that's been too predictive and perhaps limiting. By viewing the world upside down, you are given the opportunity to see things in a new way. Rather than being nailed to the cross of materialism, you may start seeing things in a more spiritual light. This leads to inspiration, which can be seen as the halo around the hangman's head. The fourth week has the Sun entering your eighth house, and you may feel more sensitive than usual and ready to follow your intuitions. This is a powerful and inspiring energy that can increase your ability to join your energy with others. A little effort can help you unfold deep feelings. Now, Mercury and Jupiter conjunct in your seventh house may bring messages from partners or your spiritual guides. So listen carefully, for there may be opportunities to expand your sensitivity. But there is a square between Mars and Uranus, and that warns you to maintain a professional attitude in your work and not to be too independent. Hi, I'm Reverend Tom Kearns, and this is my story. If you are a spiritual seeker, it may help you on your journey. I believe your spiritual development is as important as your religion. If you look at Christianity, it focuses on the life of Jesus. But Jesus was never a Christian. He was Jewish. If this thought intrigues you, you'll enjoy my new book, Light from Water, Freeing Jesus. It's available on Amazon.com and through fine bookstores. And it may help you on your spiritual journey. Thank you for watching. Thank you for listening. Please like this video, subscribe, and ring the little bell to be notified when new videos come out. And if you'd like to arrange a private psychic and spiritual reading with astrology, just go to my website, internetpsychicreadings.com or professorastrology.com.